who is that person?
I don't think he falls down because he's a great wrestler. What if there's the right decision,
Welcome, everybody, to the Wrestle for Real podcast. You know how we do each and every Monday night. Got Stan with me, Spook with me, talking about everything WWE Monday Night Raw post-show back in the States here, Philadelphia tonight. So we're going to get right into tonight's show, man. A quick Royal Rumble recap, man. Spook, what you thought about what you seen on the Royal Rumble, man?
From what I've heard, I didn't get a chance to catch it. I didn't hear a lot of good things about it, you know what I'm saying, as far as from the different social media sites. From what I did catch, as far as like the little Twitter feeds, like I said, the social media, it wasn't nothing that, I really missed or that I just had to see for myself. So, I don't know. I just got to, sit down one day this week and kind of catch it to see what really, really went down to know for myself at that.
Liv Morgan and we had Liv Morgan win, Roman Reigns win, AJ Styles with the retirement match, and Drew McIntyre retain. What about the Royal Rumble, man? You thought the right people won? I know you did see the results, man. Roman winning, Liv Morgan winning. What you thought about those two going on the main event and headline? I think the women say they headlining WrestleMania. The men say they main eventing.
Liv was a good look, you know what I'm saying? She just got back in town, man. So, her winning it was, okay look. With Roman, he done been in the big dance before, man. Let somebody else, there's a lot of other good, contenders out there, man, that, that should be headlining right now, man. Even though, he's the one of the big dogs, man, he the big name. So, but I thought it could have been somebody else, but guess we have to go from there.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble, I don't know who I was expecting to come out of the women's. I wouldn't have said Liv Morgan. She's kind of a choice of someone they've already kind of been pushing to the top. So I guess they playing it safe if they need to go that route. It didn't seem necessary for the tag champs to win it. We didn't see them. I didn't see them winning. So I'm not really sure who I expected. I would have hoped for a Lyra, a Roxanne, just somebody fresh that they can start, really try to push to that main event level for real. But they didn't go that particular route with the men's. I'm always rooting for LA Knight. LA Knight and Montez Ford are just going to be people I keep rooting for until I can see them at the top, at that next level, man. I'm gonna just keep rooting for them. Hopefully one day they'll hear my cry, man, and go ahead on and really put the rocket behind them. So I was excited when I seen LA Knight come out. Didn't really it kind of went the way it always goes with him. He's like the American-born Sami Zayn. So great pop, a lot of energy, make you think he's gonna do something, doesn't really happen. But yeah, Roman Reigns was a safe choice, man. It's not a lot of guys that you can put into that main event spot at WrestleMania. And I think that because they went this route with Drew so far, that they may end up getting that first night, and Roman is the guy that's fit for closing out the entire show. I didn't think a Drew McIntyre and Cody match would close out the entire WrestleMania weekend, much less a potential Cody, Drew McIntyre, and a Jacob Fatu match. Be closing out an entire WrestleMania weekend would just seem a bit anticlimactic. So Roman is a safe choice, man. We did get Drew beating Sami Zayn. I don't think anyone cared. I'm not sure if everyone remembers it happened. So I'm just kind of mentioning it just to remind everybody that Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn did, in fact, have a match at the Royal Rumble that I don't think anyone is talking about at all, whether good, bad, or indifferent. And AJ Styles did, have a retirement match, man. It was a bit anticlimactic for what we would be hoping for in terms of his retirement, but maybe that's the way he wanted it, to go out like that without no fanfare, without a whole bunch of confetti and hoopla. Unless he's somehow not done. There's been speculation about that, but otherwise, man, it just seems like he's ready to take his ball and walk, and he's just going to accept that in Saudi Arabia of all places, which is a bit strange, but that's what it is. But overall, the one of the bigger pops of the night from the Rumble came from the return of Brie Bella. Not much on the men's side. We did get Powerhouse Hobbs, who's now Royce Keys from AEW. But I don't think anything really popped for the men's side in terms of surprises. We don't really get a lot of those anymore. Stan, what you thought about the Royal Rumble, man? These two winners, man, Liv Morgan and Roman, and then these singles competitors with Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles going out on his shield, man. What you thought about tonight?
Yeah, like the women's Royal Rumble match, when it got to the final four, I kinda knew it was gonna be Liv Morgan. You know, I thought it was gonna start the imploding of the Judgment Day, so we'll see how that goes. Because I figure they give it to Liv for, like, the storyline part of it. Mm, and with, like I mean, with Roman, when he had that, when he was on Pat McAfee's show earlier, I knew, like, yeah, he's winning it. Like, you just knew. Like, the stuff he was saying, I was like, "Yeah, he's gonna win it." It's like they're gonna go back to Old Faithful because it's, like, nothing else you can really do. And the other matches, I mean, no one thought that Sammy had a chance to win. It would have been kinda funny if they decided to do that just for the cheap pop of being in Saudi Arabia. AJ Styles, that one, you know, he might be done in WWE, but I feel like he's gonna go to TNA. Like, I know some people are like, "Oh, he's going to AEW." For what? Like, they're no. Like, go against Will Ospreay and, like, Kenny Omega and stuff, like, no, he's more than likely gonna go to TNA, so they can like, somehow find a way to, like, work him back into WWE. Think that would make any sense, but I feel like he's gonna go finish off at TNA because he's a TNA legend, and he wants that final round with the TNA championship, and so, yeah, like, I feel like that's a good thing for him. I don't see him going to AEW at all. I just feel like he's gonna be at TNA.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know. It would be awkward the whole way it went down. It just feels so awkward. Even if he popped out at TNA and has a run, I guess it could make sense in the long run. We'll kind of forget what happened early in January if he does leave at a Bound for Glory or something like that officially over there. I don't really see AEW. I don't know. It's some options over there, but I really think he wants to move on from wrestling, and I think he's either done now or he's just gonna do a TNA run of some kind and then move on from there. But because that's he has the chance to retire from the company he pretty much made his name with. So, and they happen to still be around, unlike Goldberg being able to do that with WCW or even Booker T being able to do that with WCW. Those guys didn't have that option. He has the option of retiring with the company that made him the who he was for the WWE to even catch on, man. So, not sure we'll see there, man. But Gunther is officially the career killer right now, man. He's the career killer right now. So I don't know what this momentum is going to look like for him, man. But they gotta hold on to it because he's getting the booze right now, man. He's getting the booze right now, so he's a big heel, man. But on the heels of Royal Rumble, we got into a WWE Monday Night Raw tonight. Definitely for some fallout and to kind of see what's happening next. The show started with Bron Breaker creating chaos, running around, tearing everything up, destroying the set in an effort to get Adam Pearce out there. I got to be honest, man. I'm not sure what he was trying to get Adam Pearce to do. Stan, did you get a sense of what he wanted Adam Pearce to do? He was calling him out.
Possibly put him in the, I don't know, like, put him in an elimination chamber match? I mean, I don't know. That's the only thing I can see.
We never got like there wasn't an official mention of like what he wants. It was just come out. Well, eventually the whole crew came out, the whole vision came out, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, Paul Heyman to calm him down. He's still going crazy. Adam Pearce comes out with a lot of security. And these guys look like, the guys that spot you at the gym. He came out with about 12 of those guys in order to make sure he didn't get hurt. So while they were getting into it a little bit, Bron Breaker left the ring. LA Knight popped up from behind, took out some of the guys from the Vision, man. Again, I want to see so much more from LA Knight, man. I just want him to have his moment. But, and this time he just, took these guys out with a chair, got up on out of there.
Yeah.
And we got Bron Breaker removed from the ring, man. There was a masked man that was brought up that helped Bron Breaker get eliminated from the Royal Rumble ultimately by Obafemi after a what you call it? What's the Seth Rollins move? I can't even think of the name of it right now.
Curb stomp. Well, stomp. They don't call it curb stomp anymore.
Oh, okay. So after that, he got eliminated by Obafemi. So that, they're looking for whoever that particular person is, man. Any ideas, Stan, on who that might be? What you think, man?
I mean, I don't know.
What?
Like it's the stuff circling online is, yeah, it could be Seth. Yeah, it could be Logan Paul. The wildest one I saw was it's Adam Pearce. That's like the wildest one I saw. The Logan Paul, I can kind of see that
What? So
because
what's the
only
story if it's Logan Paul? What's the story if it's Logan Paul? Where are they going with?
He
that
just
he's losing the group. Because if you think about it, like he's really not like, yeah, when they broke away, he was supposed to be like the de facto leader. But I mean, he's not really looking like the leader of the group.
Mhm.
But he was supposed to be like the de facto leader when they kicked Seth out and him and Bronson Reed beat up Seth. He was supposed to be the guy that like, but it's just like he's not looking like it. Or maybe like Logan really didn't want Seth to go. Like, I don't know. But yeah. But because I don't know who else like looking at the still picture, you can't really like tell. But of
We can
course,
tell I
like,
think it's a white guy. It's definitely not
yeah.
Montez Ford.
So
I don't
I don't know.
did they look like they had the height of a Logan Paul?
I don't know, 'cause, like, with, it's just that, the walk when they walked away, I mean, I saw some people like, "Oh, that's Seth's walk," but it was just, like, a tall it wasn't really, like, a lotta, like, muscle build. It
Mhm.
was just kinda like a tall, lanky guy, but, I mean 'cause, like, Logan's really not built like that. That's really not built like that either. I mean, but but the wildest one I saw was like, "Oh, it's Adam Pearce." That was hilarious.
so I mean, who else set the return possibly though? That
I
could
don't
be,
even
you
know
know,
if Seth is
they
actually set to return or not.
I highly doubt Seth is set. I mean, it doesn't mean that Seth well, no, because that spot included using his arms. So I don't think that would have been Seth Rollins. Adam Pearce would be a very strange one, but the person did look a little awkward. They didn't look that smooth, you know? It didn't look
Yeah,
super smooth. That's the only reason to think it's somebody who may not be in the ring as much. But to build up towards a Adam Pearce and Bron Breaker match, I mean, all the excitement would be in the build up because by the time we get to the match, he's just gonna tear Adam from Pierce. That'd be about it for him. So it ain't gonna be much of a match if they get to that point. So I'm not really sure what that would look like. So no, I mean, Division turning on Bron Breaker seems a bit odd. That would tell me they have no place to go right now. So that wouldn't be a good look because, you know, if you do have Logan Paul turn on him, like what so where is Logan Paul gonna go now? Is he just by himself? Where does that look like? They could be adding another guy, not really sure, or an enemy. You know, we're not I can't remember everybody that they took out recently in recent memory because they've
yeah,
definitely been running through some people. But yeah, I'm not sure, man. This one is kind of a little bit mysterious because we don't want to believe that it's somebody from the Vision already, and we don't want to believe it's Adam Pearce. So if you eliminate those options, then it's like, well, who else is even in the running of getting a spot, being that next guy up? And then it makes sense for them to have a program afterwards. Or is the money all in the thrill of finding out who this person is? So not really sure, man. But Braun Breaker was looking for that person, I guess. I'm assuming they wanted to get to the bottom of who that was. Never really got there, but you know, it was just a wild segment to start off Monday Night Raw, man. Our first match of the night came from Javon Evans and El Grande Americano. They ran it back. I think that if you're like me watching this particular match, you were just waiting for the original El Grande Americano to show up. That was pretty much it. I was just sitting there waiting for that the whole time. But in the meantime, they had a good match, man. They ran it back, had a great match. I think some of his Rio Brio crew was out there. So they started to get a little bit involved, and then the original Grande Americano came out there. You know, once he came out, I gotta be honest, man, I didn't care anymore. It didn't hit me the same. You know, the anticipation was one thing, and then I thought to myself, man, I wanted to just see Chad Gable. You know, I like the difference between him and Ludwig is Ludwig needs the gimmick in order to kind of remain in the picture. Chad doesn't really need it. He was very entertaining on his own, so I'd rather see that version of him than this version that got to hide behind a mask, man. But and that's allegedly. I don't want to assume that I have confirmation that that's Chad Gable. I guess it could be anybody.
you don't
But
like him playing parts?
huh?
I say you don't like him playing the two parts?
It's just run its course to me. I don't know, man. I think I just don't feel like it has much more legs. We just gotta get to the match where they have a match and I guess the winner gets Rayo and Brio. I mean, what
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like they just go with him. But the mask, that whole thing was, I think it was designed to be a little bit more short-lived than it was, and possibly just kinda move on, but it's
It
become
popped.
so long, and now it's just like, where are we even going with this, man? But Javon Evans did pick up the victory with a little help from the original El Grande Americano. Good look for him, but I think in the aftermath of all of this, we are looking at the 2 El Grande Americanos, man. What you think, Stan, man? He should have where you think these 2 are going? Should they wrap this up? Should they keep it going? You ready to get to the
It's gonna be the match at WrestleMania.
Maz versus Maz?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna put Bryo and Ryo in the Shark Tank above the ring, and whoever wins gets them
Nah,
something
because
crazy.
Chat got oh, what's their name now?
Creed brothers.
Yeah, Creed brothers. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, I guess, man. This is gonna be, but he was he with them? Were they together when he was doing El Grande before? I can't even remember.
yeah, he kept saying like because Grande Americano was like their fourth member
Okay.
or fifth member because their fourth member was Ivy Now, so he was like the fifth member.
Okay. Yeah, man, we gonna see, man. Whew, yeah, this gonna be an interesting one. I hope it gets more interesting as time progresses, and they find a way to breathe life back into this storyline because I think it's lost a lot of steam. And now El Grande Americano has just been kind of there and not necessarily having that cool who is this factor anymore. So I guess we'll see in a minute, man. After this, our next segment of the night featured AJ Styles' music and Gunther's entrance. I'm not gonna lie, man. Gunther got me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. The first thing I thought was, what is AJ Styles doing here?
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
that
I
was fun.
didn't see
That,
this coming. Yeah, man, that was he got me with that one, man. He got me with that one. This segment, he basically bragging, doing what he does. Dragon Lee comes out, makes a good effort to try to bring him down. He ends up getting choked out. Not sure if Dragon Lee wants to do that again, but yeah, I'm not sure what happens next, man. Maybe Dragon Lee gets a match next Monday night on Raw, man. Spook, what
hey
you
man,
think about
he just failed, man. He just I felt bad for Dragon, man. That he just failed. It was just slithered on down the ring. And he shouldn't have did that, man. He shouldn't he shouldn't have tried Gunther like
No, he tried to stick up for his boy AJ, man, and
that
it
was
didn't
crazy.
go. But what you think about this Gunther, man? He's on a tear right now. Spook, man, what you think about it?
I mean, I've been rocking with Gunther now for a little minute now, man. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know who could stop him, man. I don't even think Roman can stop him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gunther's that guy. You know what I'm saying? And he don't even need a belt right now, man, because you know what I'm saying? He done, chopped down 3 of the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's crazy, man. Yeah, man. I'm rocking with Gunther, man. That's my fan favorite right now.
Gunther has retired the biggest star from AEW, the GOAT from WWE,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
one of the biggest stars from WCW. I
3
mean,
different factions, man. 3 different factions.
man's hot. He's hot right now, man. Stan, what you thought about this segment, man, and what they could do with Gunther moving forward, man? Because he's got even more heat on him now.
Yeah, that I feel like his WrestleMania match is gonna be someone that we least expect because I don't know how long they can drag out the him versus like Dragon Lee thing. But I mean WrestleMania is only like was it like 3 months away or something like that. So I mean they can 2 months away.
Mm,
Yeah, it's 2 months away. So
Not
they
two
can
and a
drag
half.
it out. Yeah,
Well, no,
but
no, no, no,
nah,
no.
that's nah. Think about it.
Dragon Lee,
Triple H is big on Dragon Lee.
but I mean, once they have
That
one match,
That's not gonna be like a Monday Night Raw match. It's probably not gonna be at Elimination Chamber. Telling you, it's gonna be the
you
WrestleMania
think
match.
based on what we've seen, you said Dragon
Gunther's
Lee.
gonna get into the Elimination Chamber. Dragon Lee is somehow gonna find a way to cost him at Elimination Chamber.
I think you big on Dragon Lee, man. I don't think
Nah,
Dragon
Triple
Lee.
H is big on Dragon Lee. Think about it. He was always when he first came up, he always had him like around doing. He loves that guy. He's like seeing him as the Rey Mysterio for like the next generation because he's not as old as like Penta. He
Well, what
gets
about
used more than Ray Phoenix.
But I ain't never really seen Dragon Lee until like the last year or so. So I didn't know he had that kind of charisma with Triple H. From what you saying, Stan, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know that. Because
Now,
he
when he
just kind of
first
started
came,
coming around and hanging around like
because
recently. You
when
know
he
what I'm saying?
came up from NXT, it wasn't like he just like came up. He didn't hold. I don't think he held any titles in like NXT. He just like came up, and he's always been like around. He's always like had some screen time. Triple H has always like made sure the Dragon League, even if it's like a backstage like segment and he's just there, he's always there.
Dang, that's crazy. I ain't never realized.
And I feel like it's gonna like Gunther is gonna make the Elimination Chamber, and somehow Dragon League is gonna find a way to cost him, and that's gonna lead to your match at WrestleMania. Cause they can't go with the whole like I'm retiring somebody anymore, because Randy Orton ain't retiring no time soon. I don't think it's gonna be Brock Lesnar.
I think they can go with that. I think that they can go with it with Randy Orton in the
He's not
sense of
retiring at WrestleMania. He's not retiring in 2 months.
no, but I think you can convince the fans that Gunther can make him retire and he wins that match. I think that build up would be really good.
But he just came back from being injured, right?
Yeah, but he wouldn't retire. You'd build it up as though he's gonna be next on the list, and then Gunther has him in the 3 sleeper holds, and it's looking like he's gonna fade and go like fade to black like everybody else, and somehow he comes back and wins. I think we ready to see somebody overcome Gunther as opposed to someone else lose to Gunther.
But it
And
would
I
have to be
think,
somebody fresh though. Well, I mean, well,
well, not
no,
if
you right. Yeah,
that's a
you got a valid
retirement,
right,
because you got to make us think he's going to retire somebody else in order for it. Because if he fights somebody that's not a retirement match, who would that be?
right. Yeah, you're
Other
right. You got
than Sans things Dragon Lee, but the way they moving so fast right now, almost nobody gets more than 2 weeks of program together. So we'd have to figure out a way to get him 6 weeks of programming. I mean,
Well, I
that's
mean,
that.
they'll probably cut it, at least 3 weeks worth, you know what I'm saying, where that Gunther go, he just kind of go missing for a minute and, probably come back and build it up at that. I mean, you got 2 ways that you like you said. I mean, the way Stan talking, they can run it that way. The way you talking, they can run it that way too. So both programs is not, not a bad gesture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could do both of them. Well, not both of them, but you could do either or, to kind of keep that build for Gunther, you know what I'm saying? Because like you say, he really don't have anybody else right now besides really the feud with Dragon Lee, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how the Dragon Lee didn't look good in his debut running up on Gunther. So I'm not sure if he's gonna look any better in the coming weeks, man. If I'm Dragon Lee and Triple H tell me to go back out there, I'm gonna tell him no. I'm no, I'm not doing it. You just you go tell him. Like, I'm not going back out there.
And you come back in for this match. You know what I'm saying? You unretire and then retire again.
So it might be something to do. I think they may run the risk of, like you said, you're starting to like Gunther, man. He might become a fan favorite after behind all of this, man. He's supposed to be getting hated.
Well, the crowd still don't like him, but he
Yeah, right. I don't know, man. They might flip, man. They not supposed to,
that's a
but they
boss.
might flip. I just hope they don't feed him LA Knight, man, or something like that, man. Just leave LA Knight away from Gunther right now, man. Please don't make this any worse. But speaking of burying people, uh, this is probably my least favorite segment of the night. War Raiders, who's a great tag team, comes out, and I'm thinking they're about to have a match. And they're interrupted by Obafemi, who beats up both of the War Raiders
Yeah, that boy's a
like
beast.
robbers. I did not understand how probably the top tag team, if not one or two, no less than three, gets beat up by one person in a 2-on-1 altercation. It was disturbing, man. It was disturbing.
They're building him and booking him just like someone else. The person he stood across from at the Royal Rumble. When Brock Lesnar first came onto the scene, his first program or whatever, his coming out party was against
Mm,
the Hardy Boys. Same way. And they're
yeah.
building him as the Black Brock Lesnar.
And I would understand that if it was a good idea then. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that wasn't a good idea. Like, why even at that time, why would you do that to a tag? Like, you could have put out, and although they just won, they're the number one contenders. Had you not went that route, You could have went that way with Otis and Tozawa and let them be the jobber tag team that gets beat, unfortunately.
You gotta have two big guys. There's only two tag teams with two big guys.
I am convinced the WWE hates the tag team division. They are sick of it. They are disgusted by it. They have just buried one of the real tag teams that they have over there. Now you can't beat Obafemi by yourself. Who are you supposed to be able to beat at this point?
But they always do that with tag teams. Like when Braun Strowman, when he came back after he got released, when he came back during like a fatal 4-way or a triple threat tag team match, beat up all the tag teams by himself and left. That's how they've always done, like the true monster dudes today. Brock, Braun, and Oba. They getting booked the same. Well, Oba's more close to getting booked like Brock, but it's like that's what they do.
What you thought about this segment, Spook, man? Obafemi taking out the War Raiders like they were a couple of high school wrestlers.
And that boy a beast, man. I mean, that he was just throwing them around like they was ragdoll, man. It was with no problem, man. Yeah, they made them boys look like they was some new age wrestlers, man, for real. And what was the whole segment about though? Like what? I mean, he just
Him?
was that original match, or it was just for him to just
Nah.
interrupt what?
We never
Nah, they were
heard of
supposed
it.
to have a match.
Who was the opponent? I never even heard who the opponent
They
was.
never even said it unless it was on commercial break.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wish it wasn't the War Raiders, so they can, not look so bad in that moment. And I don't like the idea of NXT stars coming up to the main roster and looking like they can dominate guys that's been on the main roster. I want it to be like where you work your way up, man. Like how them old like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter games used to be, where you had to work your way up from the least people and get to like the Shang Tsuongs and the Balrogs and those types of high level guys, man. They're coming in and they're just beat. Like, what does that say?
But who's on his level for him to?
You can't do that with Obafemi though.
You can't start him out with no Dragon Lee or with no or with one of the what's the crew. You can't start him out with one of them. That's just godly at that point.
They messed up already when they booked him in NXT to lose the NXT title to Ricky Saints. That's why he got it back and relinquished it, because that was a mess up. They knew good and well that man should have just went through and like not lost that title to like Ricky Saints. But
yeah, it's tough, man. I don't like to
like
see
the
them
perfect. Like it really made the perfect person for him to lose it to in NXT was like would have been like Javon Evans, but they decided to call both of them up at the same time. So it's like this is what they had to like do, because he was supposed to wrestle Oba. He was the like Iron Survivor, but they like scrapped that. Really, I thought that was weird. They scrapped it quick, and then that's when they gave it to it wasn't even Ricky Saints that he beat. What's his name from TNA? But it ended up facing him, and then he relinquished. So it's like, but they had already had plans for Javon, Trick, and Oba on the main roster. And like with Oba, you kind of, with his size and the way he moves and just how fast he is, you kind of have to have him like being booked like a beast. And when he's booked like that, it's only few people that will be able to beat him. And those are other big guys. Yeah, I mean, he'll have great matches with small guys. I mean, we saw it with Ricky Saints. We saw it with Javon Evans. So he can do it. But do you want to have those small guys beat him? Not really, unless you're trying to tell the story of them finally overcoming the mountain after they done lost like 3-4 times. And they had that opportunity with Javon Evans, but they decided to call them both up.
Yeah, man. We're gonna see how they continue to book Obafemi, man. When you book guys like this, like this monster, it's gonna be like who's gonna be able to beat him. If they're beating up 2 guys at a time right now, how do they ever lose to one person anytime soon? I think that always looks a little awkward and a little weird, man. Eventually you're gonna lose, and who is it gonna be? To Penta? He can beat up War Raiders, but Penta beats him. We'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. After this, man, we had the return of the tag team of the Bella twins, man. Brie Bella, Nikki Bella back in the ring together. Brie made her appearance at the Royal Rumble. She came back. I thought she might have had like one of the biggest pops of a Royal Rumble entrant, if not the biggest, in terms of fan reaction to what she had going on. They did was it me or did they kind of turn her for wasn't it Trick Williams that was in there? Or was he on SmackDown? I thought I saw him in the Royal Rumble. I might be getting
Yeah, he
that
was in the
mixed up.
Royal Rumble.
He was, right? Okay. I think they did turn up for him unless they was piping some noise in or something, man. But she had a great return, man. Hitting them yes chants, man. I guess she just gonna take on the yes chant moniker for right now, man. But the Bella Twins came out there and basically declared themselves ready for the tag team division. It was probably during commercial break in which the Usos did the same thing. I'm not sure if that was on without on the actual live broadcast, but the Usos did debate the same thing as well, with Jimmy being there this time. So, what do you guys think, man? What you think, Spook, man? The Bella Twins, are they resurrecting the women's tag team division?
Yeah, I mean, it ain't it's still the same. I mean, you know, it's good to see them, you know, them back together, you know, in the ring, man. You know, they just trying anything, man, to kind of, you know, get the women's division to pop off, man. But they didn't really get a pop in Philly, man. They didn't really get a lot of cheers or anything like that. Yeah, I don't, you know. I mean, I guess we'll see, you know, once they first match back in and, you know, kind of go from there.
What you think, Stan? You think they're gonna be holding those tag team championships pretty soon?
Yeah, because they do wanna, like, elevate the women's tag division, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they never did, 'cause it was weird. They had women's tag teams back then, they just never had a title. So what better way to elevate that championship than have, like, I guess, one of the best women tag teams that they say of all time? The ones that revolutionized the women's wrestling industry as, WWE puts it, so
Yeah, I don't they wasn't around for the championship era, I guess. So we'll see, man. I think they're probably gonna have the titles pretty soon. Maybe at WrestleMania. They'll probably drag it a little bit and hold those titles there. So that'd be a good look for them, man. I would it's like kind of like the Usos, man, where you got one person that has the crowds and chanting and the other person just going along with it. In this case is Brie Bella with the Daniel Bryan yes chants, and Nikki is just along for the ride, and Jey Uso is eating, and Jimmy is like, let's go, let's eat,
Mm.
man. So they kind of both have that thing going on, man. So we'll see. Either way, it won't be a bad look, but I guess I like the fact that they at least look like a tag team. So
I
they
mean,
are an actual.
I rock with it for, you know, like a WrestleMania, event. I mean, I rock with it, you know, let them, you know, win it at WrestleMania. That'll be, you know, good little mid match. You know what I'm saying? Where you go get you a little snack or two. You know what I'm saying? Grab a couple wings. You know what I'm saying? Warm me up a slice of pizza.
After this one, we had Penta and Bronson Reed, which is a match made a little earlier in the night. He had division out there. We knew this was going to break down, man. They do give Bronson Reed a lot of airtime. I think he's okay, but I don't know that he's somebody I really care to see in the ring that much. I kind of like him. It's almost like when you hear certain rappers and they're like good on features, but when they do their own song, it's like, he's like that for me, man. I like him in the features role, man. I like him to jump on the remix, man. Come out there and hit a couple of tsunamis, man, and keep it moving, man. I haven't really clicked with him being like having the one-on-one matches. I can't remember any match where I've been excited about with him or anything, but the stuff he did with Braun Strowman, the stuff he did after that with Seth Rollins, a lot of the aftermatch stuff of coming off the top ropes with his tsunamis and different things like that, man. I like all of that stuff. But when I see him in the ring, I'm like, if this match hurried up, I wouldn't exactly get upset about it. But this one broke down, man. LA Knight came out there. He ended up getting involved in this one as well. Somehow came back, hit him with the blunt force trauma to a chair outside the ring. Ran Logan Paul and Austin Theory off. So we had a lot of chaos with this particular one as the Vision just continues to pile up enemies and people that don't like him. And LA Knight has joined the fold. And normally Dragon Lee would have been there to have Pence's back, but he was out there picking the fight with Gunther earlier in the night. So what you thought about this segment, Stan,
yeah, nah, it was
or this
like
match?
the match was good. Penta can have a good match with, like, anybody, and Bronson Reed is just great 'cause they're both, like, fast, and it's just Bronson is just, like, too fast for his size, man. Like, it's crazy, but, LA Knight coming out there was, like, a great touch. It was, perfect because LA Knight is gonna, like, make sure that he just whatever he does, he's gonna make sure the Vision does not have a great day. And I'm fine with that. He just Like when AJ Styles used to say, "We just gonna beat up John Cena." LA Knight's just like, "We just gonna beat up the Vision." WrestleMania is gonna be 1 versus 4. You know what I mean? Like that's what he wants. Nah, it was good. It was a good match. The ending was perfect for it because I can't remember. No, yeah, he did eliminate Bronson Reed. I think he eliminated everyone except for well, of course, Bron Breaker and Logan Paul. So he got Bronson Reed and what's his name? Austin Theory. But yeah, nah, LA Knight, pretty sure his WrestleMania opponent is gonna be somebody from the division. Who? No idea. But because I'm pretty sure they're gonna drag out the whole Masked Man thing for a little bit. It's gonna be dragged out for a little bit. Yeah.
What you thought, Spook, about this segment, man, and Penta and Bronson Reed, LA Knight getting back involved with the Vision and seeing this thing continue to play out?
I mean, it was a good little match, man. I just noticed that that LA Knight, man, he always find a way to get his get back, man. You know what I'm saying? He always either pop out the crowd or, he finds some way to get you back by the end of the night for whatever you did to him. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it was a good little match, man. Penta held his own, man. Bronson is, like Sam was saying, man, that boy can move, man, to be his size, man. He can move. So I will give him that,
Brunson just has a weird shape, man. Like I don't know, man. It's just a very I almost just want to see him and Otis go at it for fun, man.
Well,
See what that looks like.
Jeff Cobb is built the same way though, kind of.
Yeah,
Well, he's not called Jeff Cobb, but yeah, he built the same way.
it's not a shape I enjoy looking at on my TV, man. I'm be honest with you, man. They just it's just an awkward build, man. It's just an awkward build, man. I don't like it. But they're good to be the heavy, be the muscle, things like that, man, where they can get out there and just kind of wreak havoc and create some destruction, man. So I guess we'll see what happens there, man. But I think Bronson on the other side of this Vision stuff, he's gonna have to figure something out, man, because I think they're gonna do something with Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and we see what's going on with Bron Breaker. I think Bronson might be the odd man out if this thing ends anytime soon. So he might be the most invested in keeping this thing going, man, because I just don't see them doing much with him. He had that chance right before when he was with Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins, and he took those guys out. And then they just, he kind of went away, and then they brought him back into the Vision, and it's like they don't see it either as far as him breaking out as a singles guy. But after this, man, we had the return of Dominic Mysterio. I would say this. I definitely have become more and more of a fan of Dominic. Dominic is gonna need another theme song. I don't like it. It has no pop. It just has no. It needs something bigger, man. Like the reason why Trick Williams gets the response he gets is because of that theme song. That theme song puts Trick Williams up there with everybody when that music hits, man. Dominic's music just don't hit. I didn't even know who it was at first. I was actually like, who are they? I heard the crowd and they could see the graphic and everything, but I'm like, who is this? It looked like the same colors as Damian Priest. I don't like it. So I didn't know what was going on. But Dominic came back, still holding 2 titles. Not sure if he's completely cleared. He brought out Liv Morgan to congratulate her for her win with the Women's Royal Rumble match. This led to Raquel coming out there, her and Liv having some words about Liv throwing her out, and ultimately got to a match between Raquel and Stephanie Vaquer for the Raw Women's Championship in a Philadelphia street fight match. So there was a lot going on with this segment here, man. Spook, what you thought about Dominic returning, man, and basically just there to congratulate Liv Morgan, I guess.
Well, I mean, he's still a fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I mean, it was, just a good look for him to come out, man. But like you said, I ain't know who it was either until he really stepped out. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dominic's gonna be Dominic right now, man. I mean, he definitely don't have a storyline, so they definitely got to figure out what to do with him in regards to both of his belts. You know what I'm saying? So, he just walking around as a free man.
We're not sure what's going on. What you thought about this one, Fran? The segment with Dominic coming back.
I mean, I know they said he had a shoulder injury, but that neck tat is definitely fresh. So he probably I don't think it was a shoulder injury. That neck piece, I was like, oh, that's new. And you needed time for that one to heal right there. But nah, it was good to have him back. In the segment with Liv and Raquel, it was planting those little seeds that's been going on for it felt like 30 years of the Judgment Day finally imploding. So yeah,
What you you knew that was his music? You said right away.
Nah, I just saw the graphic. And
Oh,
everybody
okay.
I was talking about this at the Royal Rumble. Some people online are saying it too, like men's and women's Royal Rumble. Very rare now that people have music that, oh, okay, I know who that is.
Hmm.
It's like, Javon Evans, yeah. Obafemi, yeah. Trick Williams, yeah. But like for the most part, everybody's stuff sounds the same.
You just named all the black guys: Javon Evans and
I
Trick
mean,
Williams and
but think about it.
Overfemi and
Like
Winston.
everybody else sound the same.
Yeah, it's not a lot of music that stands out. If I'm coming into the if I'm a wrestler, man, my theme music is gonna be so important, man. Cause when you had that theme music that really hit, you almost could get away with any storyline, man, because that music hits so hard. Like you need that to fall back on when they put you in the storylines that don't make sense, when they got you losing every week. You need that music that really hits, man. And it's not a lot of that really, really is hitting right now. But we got what we got from that, man. But the match that led to Raquel Rodriguez and Stephanie Vaquer. I think Nikki Bella knows her as Stephanie Vaquer. But we had a Philadelphia street match, street fight. And this was designed to kind of play into Raquel's strengths here, I believe. And it did. This match went on pretty long, too. There was like a couple of commercial
Mhm.
breaks in between. They went on for a little while here, man. I was surprised they got so much time as far as this match was concerned, man. But it was okay. It hit a lot of stuff with Raquel. Stephanie, of course, is pretty solid in the ring. Things begin to break down when Liv Morgan and Roxanne showed up. Didn't do much to help Raquel in this instance, but there's spots that they were doing to sort of end the match with that table didn't quite go very well. I think the table might have been too close to the ring ropes. And Raquel kind of just hit the top of her head on it when she came flying off. And it got a little messy, man, with the furniture, closer to the end of that match, which was probably designed to hide the messiness in the match. And it actually did more to expose it, at least towards the end there. But in the end, Stephanie Vaquer retained her championship, and Raquel was not sure, man, going to the back of the line. Liv was able to get in that ring and hold that title over Stephanie Vaquer, letting her know that she might get chosen. So Judgment Day is all over the place. This match was a long match, but I guess it was okay, man. What you thought about this one, Spook, man, and Stephanie Vaquer right now? Her trajectory, man. What do you think this is? How you think they're doing with her?
I mean, she holding on to me, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good little match though, you know what I'm saying? They really, they really used the little tools and the stuff around the ring, which I like, you know what I'm saying? It was a real fight, you know what I'm saying? They could have, brought a couple more out, some different things and stuff like that. But I guess they don't go to the extreme anymore like they used to. But yeah, man, like you said, it was a little sloppiness in there, a couple of things that you can kind of see that they missed on this part or they missed on that. But every match ain't perfect, man. But it was overall, it was good to me, man. I thought Raquel was gonna get it at one point, man. She was looking real good. I thought she was gonna get it, but Stephanie pulled it out in the end.
Yeah, it was set up for her to possibly win, man. I mean, put Stephanie back on the chase the way they have done with Cody Rhodes. I don't think that would have been a bad look.
Mhm.
But they decided to keep the championship on her for now, man. You thought that was the right choice, Stan? What you thought about this one and the outcome?
I kind of wanted Raquel to win just so Liv could pick her and we can
Mhm.
finally get this over with the Judgment Day. But that's not how it's gonna go. So they're still gonna keep going with this slow process of turning the Judgment Day. And it's probably gonna be Liv going against Stephanie Vaquer at WrestleMania.
Well, speaking of WrestleMania, Roman Reigns and CM Punk was up next. The big dog came out, man, and everybody was wondering if he was going to pick his opponent. And I thought it would be a little early to pick his opponent. I'm like, man, it's the week after. Yeah, and the thing was initially we were expecting Braun Breaker to maybe be doing something in the main event scene at WrestleMania because a lot of people, myself included, felt like he might not be ready to win the championship at that Netflix, the anniversary on Netflix. So he was, maybe he'll be ready in time for WrestleMania. We'll see where it goes. And then he got mixed up with Adam Pearce and that Mask Man. That might still be Adam Pearce. We're not really sure. But if he's fighting Adam Pearce, if that's the trajectory, things are definitely going backwards for Bron Breaker. But in this case, Roman Reigns came out. The fans wanted nothing to do with Drew McIntyre, which tells you everything you need to know about Drew McIntyre. And they wanted CM Punk, who also came out there. And you know what? CM Punk he's just better on the mic than everybody. It just is what it is, man. They're not touching him. Roman he held his ground, but he definitely, came from a more of an emotional place as opposed to really saying things that was clever or witty or anything like that. He's still not, not that strong on the mic, not at that level when you're standing across the CM Punk, when you're standing across the John Cena, some of those kind of guys. It just gets a little different. It's a little tough, man. I think he has more of that stature and that aura than CM Punk, as to say, I'm just bigger than you. I'm just larger than life than you. I think he has that look and that feel, but on that microphone is just a little bit different. But they went back and forth, man, and Roman Reigns ended up picking him to, picking him for the championship he's going for at WrestleMania, which to me screams night two, screams closing out the show, barring something major happening that I'm not sure what that would look like. Do we have a bigger main event match than Roman Reigns and CM Punk with some of the implications that they've had in the past and their dealings with Roman Reigns? I mean, their dealings with Paul Heyman, their dealings with the Shield coming in. They let a lot go in this particular promo, man. So, what you think, Spook, man? Did Roman Reigns pick the right guy? Should he have waited? Is this closing night two, night one? Well, what you think about this whole segment and where it's going?
It was a good choice. I think it was a good choice between him and CM Punk. I mean, if he go again, he done fought Cody. Even if Cody get the belt back, I mean, who else will be next to to get the belt from Drew if anything changes before WrestleMania? But I think him and CM Punk will put on a good show. They definitely go put on a good. I think he picked the right guy.
What you think? What you thought about this one, Stan? The segment itself and this matchup that's already made for WrestleMania, man.
Yeah, I kind of knew that it was gonna be Punk when he won, just cause like the history they got together, man, with the Shield and then like Elimination Chamber, right? It had to finally come to like a full circle moment, and like this is that full circle moment. And they didn't have to do my boy Drew like that, man. He wasn't even there to defend himself, bro. Roman just burying my boy, like I beat his ass 3 years in a row. Like, come on, bro. I beat this man every year for 3 years straight. Like, hey, man, come on. You doing my boy dirty. He not even there. Like, why you gotta do my guy like that? But
They both beat him.
it's gonna be it's gonna be a good one though. I feel like it can be
So
a good
that
one.
means the Elimination Chamber has to only be about the SmackDown, the championship over
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a triple threat match.
Even with the Chamber being, how
Yeah.
will we get there with that?
It's gonna be the same way they did it with the women. Cause
How did
Bianca
they do
won the
that?
elimination. Bianca won Elimination Chamber. Rhea and Io fought for the title. Io beat Rhea on a random Monday Night Raw going into it was like after Elimination Chamber. And then they somehow made it a triple threat match.
Rhea
If they
just like
don't do
lost her goal to the match.
Yeah, if they don't do it that way, they'll find a way to make it true. But it has to be Cody, Drew, and Jacob. Has to be.
Oh, now
There's
that's
no
a
one
good
else
one.
for Cody to. There's no one else for Cody to fight at WrestleMania. I don't want to see Jacob go again. There's nobody this is the current storyline. Them three still tangled up. So how you get there? I mean, it's easy to get there, especially with Cody. Like Cody probably win the Elimination Chamber. He gets Drew. Jacob's gonna be like, oh, he's gonna keep attacking them both, and Cody gonna do what Cody does for that character. Like, hey, you know what? Let's just make it a triple threat match. And then, what's his name? SmackDown general manager is gonna be like, are you sure you want to do this, Cody? You sure you want to do this, Cody? Yeah, let's do it. There you go. It's like that's Cody's character, man. Once you tell him that, hey, he gonna how they get there, I don't know, but it's gonna happen. That's literally, it's got to be it.
Well, doesn't sound like a WrestleMania match that's I don't know. It's something. It's something, man. I like that star power. Last year the triple threat was Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, and the singles match Cody and John Cena. So to go from that to Cena and Cody, Jacob and Drew. Okay. I mean, if there was a way, you know what I would like to see? I'd like to see Cody get the belt back and Jacob Fatu win the elimination chamber. Because I don't want to see. I'm with Punk and Roman Reigns, man. We didn't beat this guy, man. Like we're over this. Like I don't really think Drew matters. I think we find a way to get it back on Cody before or at Elimination Chamber, and then Jacob Fatu picks up the win, man, and he's on a collision course with Cody Rhodes at that point. I think that could be
Yeah, and
better
then
than the triple.
Drew's gonna crash out, and they still gonna make it a triple threat match.
Yeah, it looks inevitable.
It's gonna happen. They gave us a formula like the last WrestleMania of how they can make it a triple threat match. And with these three characters, it's very easy for someone to get up on the Cody skin and be like, "You scared? You don't want to make it a triple threat?" Yep. Well, it's gonna be a triple threat now. Like it's literally that's Cody's whole character. You tell him not to do something, he's going to do it.
So if we
So it's
got the
just like,
triple threat match, we got the singles match. Spook, who's leaving with the championships, man? Who's leaving with the championship?
Oh, between if it is a triple threat match,
Yeah, that and the CM Punk Roman Reigns match.
I mean, I can see Rome back with it. I never really been a big fan of CM like that. I mean, I can give it back to Rome for a little bit. And the triple threat, man, I definitely want to see that boy Jacob. I definitely want to see that boy Jacob, you know.
Putting the title on Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania.
But it's still early though, man, because like you were saying before in the past, man, what's your boy name over there, man? Who you always be rooting for? The other cousin brother. No, the other cousin.
Solo.
Yeah. He ain't got an opportunity yet, man. And, you know, Jacob jumping over him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the jump, man. He jumping over him. So that's, I mean, but, you know, Solo guy, I guess he got his other little things going on, man. But, you know, Jacob came back and started his little beef with Cody now. So, you know, I rock with Jacob on getting the belt.
What you think, Stan, man? Who walking out with the champ, man? Since you messed up my singles match and you wanted to be a triple threat, man, who walking out with
it's
the
gonna be a
titles,
triple
man?
threat match. I don't know. Like if they book it the same way they did the women, whoever has it going into WrestleMania is gonna walk out of it. Which I feel like it could possibly be Drew, man. Like and then on the other
So
side,
tired of him.
man, I really don't want it to be Roman Reigns, but it's gonna be Roman Reigns. Cause the fact that Punk kept saying, "I built this title up, I made this title the A title," it's gonna be Roman Reigns, and it's like I don't want it, but that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna have another 30 years of Roman Reigns title runs. Yeah, we'll see that title
Unless Seth interrupt.
like 6 times a month, probably. You know, it's just
Yeah, I think we're looking at a Roman and Cody back on top situation. But definitely Cody, but I could see Roman and CM Punk kind of going either way potentially, especially if there's some outside interference. I can kind of see it go way there, but you know, I definitely think Cody's gonna end up on top, man. Walking out of WrestleMania, regardless, they got to put it back on the player, man. As long as Cody wins that championship and is holding it over his head at WrestleMania, everything is fine in the day. You know, he can chase it and run around after it, lose it, win it back throughout the year. But when it's time to do work, when it's time to show up for the main event, when it's WrestleMania season, that's when Cody's got to be Cody Rhodes. That's when he's got to be the quarterback. And I think that's what we're going to eventually see from him, regardless of how they get there. But it would be quite the surprise to see, you know, them put it on a boy like Jacob and CM Punk walking out of there. But no chance of Drew, man. Drew's had his run. This is the run he never had in front of a crowd, in front of an audience. This is it right here. So I think this is where it starts and stops for him, man. So hopefully he can milk it. What you got on who your MVP tonight, Stan, man? You got somebody tonight, man? Who got?
the Gunther, man. I mean that was hilarious. That was hilarious. And then let's not miss the small detail that after he murdered Dragon Lee, he picked up his $2,500 Burberry coat and dusted it off and was like, "Let me put this money back on me." Like it's the simple things, man. You know, he just letting y'all know that I'm rich and y'all are not. And I'm about to go out here to this private bus I got and this $2,500 Burberry coat that y'all can't afford because I'm rich and y'all are poor.
No, for me, what was the intro? when he did AJ Styles' entrance, bro. That what got me, man. Because when the music hit and I
Yeah.
looked up and it was him. I'm like, oh, this is so
Mm.
disrespectful, man. But it's so beautiful at the same time. It's disrespectful, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, man. I hate to go with Gunther, man. I really do.
I know you do.
But
I know you do.
it's no denying.
Can't, man.
You know,
You
from
can't.
the entrance back on to walking out like nothing happened, man. What did Dragon Lee have on his feet, man? Did he have on some low top ones?
Nah, they were
It
probably
didn't.
some designer shoes,
don't-
man. A lot of Hispanic
Yeah.
dudes they wear designers, man.
Like they
Like,
were like Diesel.
Ray
and,
will be the only one.
yeah.
Ray will be the only one wearing like a regular Nike, like some Travis Scott, something like that. But like Penta Dragon Lee, nah, they gonna have on some designer. It's gonna be like some Chanel or something crazy.
Mhm.
Cause like when
Yep,
Penta
that
came back from an injury one time, he had on like a jean jacket, and it was like a Louis Vuitton jean jacket. I'm like, this is wild. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you wrestling in that? What's wrong with you? Like, you're taking a bump in a Louis Vuitton jean jacket. What is your problem?
well, they don't respect clothes at all. They out there putting creases and all their J's, and they just don't have no respect for clothes, man.
None, man.
They just wear anything and get physical, man. They just get physical and everything at this
Then
point,
Bronson
man.
Reed, his threes just leaning over.
Man, them joints. His sneakers probably hate when they see that nigga about to put them on, man. They probably just hate it, man. So they just know they about to go through it that night, man. But yeah, man. This has been the WWE Monday Night Raw post show, man. Please don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely tell your friends wherever you get your podcasts, man. We there audio wise, iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We appreciate the support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. Keep tuning in with us and join the conversation when you can, man. We'll be right back here next week for WWE Monday Night Raw. No PLEs this weekend, so we're getting a little bit of a break. We had 2 in a row. So we'll be right back here for WWE Monday Night Raw and see what the more of this fallout and follow-up is going to be, and maybe some SmackDown implications as well, and see who these challenges are going to be for these championships moving forward. But appreciate you jumping on the nightstand. Appreciate you jumping on the night, Spook, man. We'll be right back at it, man. Until next time, man. I'll see you fellas. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Definitely share it. You can catch us on all platforms wherever you get your podcasts.